Today I am covering my lecture on two topics. My first topic, what is a road structure and cause of deterioration of roads in India, and the second topic is joints in concrete pavements. My first topic is what is road structure and cause of deterioration of roads in India. What is road structure? Road structure may be of following: bituminous road pavement. First we will be covering bituminous road pavement. The first and the foremost part, existing soil surface. In some cases this soil surface is sufficiently strong enough to sustain the required load. In some cases we require to give some kind of treatment in order to make it sufficiently strong to take the further load. The next course on the existing surface is granular subbase, GSB. The next is the WMM, wet mix macadam. The next is BM, bituminous macadam, and the top and the foremost layer is the paving surface is bituminous coarse. Concrete pavement road. The second type of road which nowadays we are usually seeing is the concrete pavement road, in which the bottommost layer is the existing soil surface. In the second is the GSB, third is the wet mix macadam, fourth is the DLC, dry lean concrete, fifth is the sand, loose sand, then the next is the polyurethane, and the topmost layer is the concrete paving surface. Granular subbase, wet mix macadam, dry lean concrete, sand layer, pavement quality concrete, polythene. Causes of deterioration of roads in India. We are first discuss distress develop in asphaltic bituminous pavement surface with time. Bituminous pavement surface we usually see it is a black in nature during the service, sometimes also prematurely. So some kind of deterioration is during our use and sometimes prematurely, very early. The following are the general causes of asphaltic pavement distress. The first and the foremost is the poor quality of material and the construction practice. The first and the foremost cause for the early premature distress. Second is the inadequate asphaltic mix design. That means we have not taken mix design properly and technically. Inadequate pavement thickness. That means the different layers that I have already shown in the last slide are not sufficiently adequate in order to sustain or transfer the load from them to the next layer. Amount of traffic more than that anticipated in the pavement design. That means we have anticipated the traffic, we have anticipated less traffic than the existing traffic. Rate of loading different than the anticipated pavement design. That means we haven't designed our road for the heavy traffic, but heavy traffic is plying on that surface. The aging of asphalt binders, this is the mainly after some times, asphalt binder is getting aged with time. Effect of climate terms of high and low temperature and rainfall, this is called weathering. In summer there is a high temperature, in winter temperature is very low, there is a huge difference in temperature and the rainfall is very high. Lack of preventive maintenance. That means if something very initial stage if addressed, so it will not cause the huge deterioration. That means if we are maintaining the structure or the road properly, it will help to increase the life of the asphaltic road. Improper or no provision of drainage. This is the main cause of the structure's life, whether it will sustain for a long time. For bituminous pavement, after rainfall there should not be any stagnation of the water there. So drainage must be proper and it should not deteriorate the bituminous surface. Low bearing capacity of the substrata, that means existing soil has the low bearing capacity, that means it is not able to sustain the traffic load as well as the load which is coming through layers on it. The next is the types of distress of flexible road pavement. I will show in pictures. Surface defects, raveling, flushing, polishing. Surface defects, raveling, पत्थर बाहर निकल के आ जाता है, just like flushing, polishing. Surface deformation, rutting, distortion, rippling, showing, settling, frost heave. Cracks, thermal, reflection, slippage, joint edge, block and alligator cracks. Patches and potholes. Photos of distress. First is the slight raveling. In the very left slides you will be having the idea. Moderate raveling and the severe raveling. Severe raveling means the pebbles or the small stones are coming out, propped out from the newly laid surface or the surface after some time. Polished, flushing, that you are seeing the photos and analyzing the things. Slight rutting after rain. Slight rutting, rutting matlab there is a impression of the paths, that means we are using the heavy traffic is constantly using the same line, it caused the some types of local settling there. Then severe rutting by poor base, that means the severe rutting by poor mixed design, severe rutting by poor base, that means the base surface is settled down in the extremely right slide. Next, photos of distress. Minor settlement over sealed crack, ripples and bumps, that means in some part basically this way it gives the wavy type of feeling, feel different type of shocks during the plying on this surface. Cracks, small cracks and the adjacent sealed cracks. Frost heave, heave matlab चीज का it's coming out, protrude out. Frost heave. Severe settling from Utility trench, severe settlement of patch, some sort of patch is settled severely. Sealed crack, failed crack, photo of distress. Tight crack less than 1/4 inch, open crack 1/2 inch or more. Water entered unsealed crack, softening pavement causing secondary crack, that means the existing crack is allowing water to enter in, then again further developing the nearby cracks nearby. Pave raveled and eroded along an open crack causing deterioration, that means crack is opened which is causing the raveling and erosion of the start of the nearby area of the crack. Cracks reflected through bituminous overlay, that means the lower portion of the overlay of the bituminous has already been cracked naturally or artificially, that means bituminous surface is being overlaid on the concrete pavement which has been given joints. It may be a reflection of the joints or it may be a reflection of the lower cracks on the reflection on the upper surface. Hairline cracks reflected through seal coat, hairline cracks reflecting through seal coat. Photos of distress. Slippage crack, that means something has been, one part is slip out on the other part, that means it is the basically contraction or expansion region cause of this crack. Paving joint slight crack, that means if you are paving of a more than the width of your equipment, that means you will pay through 3 to 4 times parallelly. So that means that the joint of the during your paving joint will gets open out with time. it is slight crack. Partially open paving joints, that means one part is paved at one time here and one part is paved at one time here. So this is the joint, horizontal joint, this is crack is showing. Wheeled path crack, that means the continuous plying of the wheel of the traffic on the same line, after some time due to distress it get cracked. Edge cracking, that means the edge of the road is get cracked. Block cracking, photos of distress. Alligator's cracks, alligator's cracks are the cracks which generally comes the sufficient use of the black surface. It is the crack of the wear out or the fatigue cracks basically. It gives the surface just like the top surface of the alligator. Patch repairs, potholes. Topic 2. Joints in concrete pavements. Joints in concrete pavements. Joints are provided, this is the basic definition of the joints. Generally any natural things, because of expansion and contraction, there is a definite place naturally, at some point of place they will get separate out. So in order to avoid this natural happening in the concrete pavement, we provide joints artificially in order to reduce, minimize, or in some cases to zero down this occurring of the natural crack. Joint spacing is controlled by the slab thickness. It is not intended to imply that you can establish slab thickness based upon the joint spacing. Joint slab thickness is calculated because of the number of traffic we are using and the load of the traffic, and the thickness of the slab if also decide the spacing of the joints. Requirement of joint must have move freely. Joint must not allow infiltration of rainwater and ingress of the stone grit. Joint must not protrude from the general level of the road. Types of joints: concrete road, pavement thickness, longitudinal expansion, contraction joint, transverse joint, dowel bar, AGG interlock. There are 4 types of joints. Expansion joint, these joints are provided to allow expansion of the slabs due to rise in the slab temperature above the construction temperature of the cement concrete. Expansion joints also permit to the contraction of slab. Contraction joints, expansion joints, basically we use the name of expansion joints, but it also use the contraction purpose. Contraction joint, the purpose is same. Contraction joints relieve tensile stress in the concrete and prevents formation of irregular crack due to restraint in free contraction of concrete. Contraction joint also relieve stress due to wrapping. Longitudinal joints, longitudinal joints relieve stress due to wrapping. These are commonly used for dividing the pavement into lane when width of the slab becomes more than the 4.5 meter. Construction joints are provided whenever day's construction or operation starts or stops, and basically there is a 2 types of the expansion or contraction of the slab, one due to seasonal variation and other due to variation of the temperature during the day and the night. Wrapping means the top surface of the concrete in the during the summer is heated more than the lower portion of the concrete. It gives that means the top surface get expand and the lower surface get contracted. And in winter cases, the top surface of the concrete has the less temperature during the daytime, and the inside the temperature is much more. Other way around occurs during the winter. These stresses are called wrapping stress. Load transfer across the joints. 2 methods are used to provide load transfer across the joints. First, aggregate interlock. Aggregate interlock formed during the construction by sewing 1/4 or 1/3 of the way through the pavement create a plane of weakness. A crack then propagates through the remaining thickness. That means we provide joint only 1/4 and 1/3 of the area. The cracks can propagate just like this. This is called the dummy joint. Cracks propagation naturally. Joint thickness 1/3. The second is the dowel bar. Dowel bar are smooth rods, generally plain or epoxy coated steel, which are generally greased or oiled on one side or to allow joints to open, just like it. Expansion joints. Notes. Sealant may be of hot poured rubberized bitumen sealant, cold polysulfide sealant, cold silicone sealant. Backup rod shall be expanded, closed shell polythene form. Joints can be sealed by adopting one of the two options, debonding strips and backer rod. The groove and the sealant dimensions shown are only for guidance. End of the sealant groove shall be plugged before pouring sealant to avoid slippage laterally. Shape factor, width, depth of sealant depend upon type of sealant and used or as per the manufacturer instruction. All dimensions are in mm. And product photos. I hope whatever I have covered in my topic will suit you in your knowledge, and thank you. Jai Hind.